Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to just get on here real quick. It's been a minute and I'm actually just gonna clean up and sit in my rocking chair and kind of chat with you guys for a little bit. So it's been interesting. This summer kind of got a little bit more intense. It's a little bit rougher summer than we expected. And I am, sorry, just gotta, my kids left us put everything in my rocking chair. So I'm just gonna sit and chat. The kids are entertained for the moment. And I just wanted to give you guys an update on how we are doing. So I'm still alive. I'm still here. It's been kind of an interesting summer. We are, so early June, my grandfather passed away, and that was kind of rough. And so I actually went back to Missouri for a few, like 30 weeks. And luckily enough, that was kind of in the lull, like before COVID cases got really crazy. So like we were at phase two, and we technically we were allowed to travel because funerals are still considered essential. And I'm sorry, but my granddad's been there my whole life. I'm gonna go say goodbye. And it was really hard on me because my mom called me the day that he ended up passing away the next morning, and like things weren't good. And I was trying to figure out how to get a plane ticket to get out there. And it was like right before we had a bunch of like commitments here, and I just didn't feel like I could just up and go. And I kind of, in some ways I wish I did. In other ways, I feel like even if I had gotten a plane ticket out, he had passed literally like early the next morning. So it's not like I would have made it in time. But so we left, and my husband came for a week with us, and then me and the kids just stayed with my parents for about 2.5 weeks after. And then we ended up taking a road trip back home. We went up through South Dakota, saw Mount Rushmore, and it was actually like a good, fun trip. Like it was probably the only trip that we'll take this year. And so, like in some ways, I'm glad that we got to do something. In other ways, I mean, and we were being very careful. We wore our masks when we needed to. And at South Dakota, there was not a mask mandate, and that's why I was not wearing a mask. But we were trying our best to social distance. And we got back here right around the 4th of July, and then my sister-in-law ended up getting married on our property that weekend. And so it was like crazy, 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 crazy. And I had filmed so many like partial vlogs or whatever, and I just could not seem to get them. And I have a ton of footage that just, I don't think I'm really going to do much with it because it's just like, I just didn't feel like I was able to like complete anything. So I just decided to take a little break for the month of July. My now 6-year-old had her birthday, and we had a lot of fun doing like a little get together there. And so now we're kind of back, and I wanted to update you guys on kind of what we're doing. So we have decided, with all the craziness going on and the uncertainty, and I had been really praying about it ever since like the schools closed in spring, what I wanted to do, whether I wanted to do the distance learning that the school offers, or whether I wanted to just pull them out of the school and homeschool like full time. And after a lot of prayer and, just kind of really thinking about what was best for our family, we decided to homeschool. So we have started this week homeschool. And the reason why I started like the beginning of August is because we are literally easing ourselves into it. Like today we did more, but the kids really wanted to do more. So I'm trying to like, if they want to, we'll do more. But I'm trying to kind of slowly ease into it. I have got some curriculum, and I am waiting on curriculum because apparently all the homeschool like programs that I'm looking into, that of course are quite popular because they're really good. Like I'm hearing rave reviews, and the stuff that I have gotten, I'm loving. But like, so everything's like back ordered. And so we're kind of working with what we have for now, just like reading, a little bit of handwriting. And I'm actually using some of the stuff we got at the end of the school year from last year, because it's kind of review anyway. And one of the main reasons why I decided to, and maybe I'll go into like a separate video on like why we chose to homeschool more so than just pandemic. But one of the main reasons I'll just mention right here was my biggest issue was I did not want my kids to get behind. And I felt like distance learning was really hard on them. Like, especially my now first grader, but kindergartner at the time, like we've decided that, she just doesn't learn very well watching like a bunch of videos and stuff. So And that's what they were trying to do. And so I have to like sit with her one-on-one. And I feel like if I sit with her one-on-one, she flourishes. So I feel like basically that one-on-one attention that my kids are getting, I think has really helped them. So we have started that journey. And also we are, life's been crazy and we're kind of, we made it through the summer, but like right now we're trying to kind of get figured out how we're going to get through the rest of this year, because they're talking about, more shutdowns where we're at. They've paused the reopening process. So we're stuck at like phase 2 for like the next forever. And yeah, and honestly, part of my issue is like I've been trying to like save money everywhere I can because, financially we're doing okay. We're paying our bills, but we still have some debts that we need to get rid of. And so I'm trying to do everything in my power to like cut our overhead as much as I can. And so you're going to see me in glasses a lot more because I'm saving my contacts for like special occasions right now. And honestly, that's another reason why I hadn't been filming, because I was kind of embarrassed of like having to wear my glasses. But then I'm thinking, I don't know, they're just glasses. I mean, other people on here wear glasses, so why am I being so weird about it? So you'll probably see me in glasses more often on videos, and I'm hoping to get back into my regular upload schedule and try to upload once a week again. I'm definitely excited to show you the curriculum we are using, and I also am excited to do some reviews, because even though like this curriculum is like a ton, can't talk today. Even though this curriculum has like a lot of reviews, I still like being able to, I still like I like looking up current reviews because I feel like it'll change, there'll be new additions. So I figured I will go and review all the stuff we've been using. And yeah, I just want to take you guys along for the journey of like what a first year of like official homeschool looks like, because I know like in a lot of ways right now I'm really excited. I'm really happy about doing this, but I know that like it won't always be so easy. And I'm trying to like temper my expectations so that I can be more aware of like what, so I can like be more aware of what, really like what it's really like. Because I have friends that have homeschooled. One of my good friends, and she's one that I've kind of confided in. And it's funny because I asked her, I'm like, I'm really struggling. So back up a little bit. My now 6-year-old is in the dual language program, and that is something that I really struggled with because we'll be pulling her out. But and my friend basically, prayed that, whatever option it would be the only option. And I feel like the I kind of feel like the dual language program like kind of in some ways moved too quickly for her, and she really struggled, and she's actually a little bit behind. Like we're starting almost completely over with a lot of remedial stuff for her just to get her to the level I think she should be by now. And so I'm still struggling with guilt over that, but I deep down feel like my daughter's academic success is more important than like my bragging rights for putting her in a dual language program, being like, oh, she's in a dual language program. But here's the cool thing about homeschool. They have homeschool Spanish programs. And I've actually ordered a Spanish curriculum. So we're going to learn every day a little bit of Spanish. And it may not be to the degree that she did in the dual language, but I am going to do the best I can. So both my girls will have at least a basic, like, I doubt they'll be conversational, but I want them to have like a basic understanding of Spanish. And it'll be good for me too, because I've always wanted to learn another language fluently. Like that's one of my like bucket list things. And so that's how I'm kind of trying to, I guess, be okay with it, because I know it's not perfect. And I know that like the dual language program isn't perfect, but I feel like for my daughter, like she needed, like we cannot do distance learning again. It just did not work. So our school actually just a couple days ago, I guess it was yesterday, they announced that we're distance learning for the next foreseeable future. And it's hard because they didn't give an end date. And I know why, because they don't want people to expect, okay, by like January 2021, you're going to be in school, because they really don't know. And it's hard because in some ways, like, I feel for the teachers that are worried about their health, because it sounds like kids in general are actually do pretty well with it. But unfortunately, there could be teachers with other underlying health issues that like, it's just not safe for them to teach. And so I get it, but it's also really hard because I know there's a lot of kids that are struggling with the lack of socialness, the lack of support. And so we decided that what's going to be best for our family is just to homeschool this year, and we're going to take it year by year. I kind of hope that we keep going with it. I'd like to continue homeschooling for like I've kind of talked to my husband about doing it through until like late middle school, high school, because I feel like once you hit high school, there's a lot of like kind of rites of passage that you go through that I think my kids would enjoy, but it kind of depends on, um, and I think the bullying and stuff is a little bit more like, or at least at that age, you're a little bit more mature enough to be able to like, I don't want to say like deal with it because that's not the right word, but just be able to like understand how to ignore people, understand how, people can say stupid things and kind of be able to move on. And it doesn't like, you kind of learn that, what people say doesn't always matter. Maybe, maybe. So, yeah, so we're embarking on an adventure I want to take you along with. I plan on doing lots of days in the lives. I want to do some more budgeting videos talking about how we are going to, survive Corona, because that's kind of where we're at. We're in survival mode. It kind of sucks because I was hoping to have like a lot more debt paid off this summer and a lot more, because normally my husband works like crazy overtime in the summer, but due to all the restrictions and stuff, he's only been getting 40 hours a week, which is enough to like pay all our basic bills, but we're trying to also get on top of debt. And so we need to cut the overhead, for lack of better words. And, we bought our house a year ago and we've still been dealing with just like paying off debt from that. I mean, full disclosure. So I kind of hope to kind of do some debt. Maybe we'll do like some no spend months and kind of talk about our experiences with that and talk about like, what we do like grocery budget wise, because that's the thing that like I feel like I have control over. And obviously if I'm going to be homeschooling, it's not like I can go back to work anytime soon. Heck, everybody's homeschooling now, so it'll be interesting to see like how many people stick with it because they like it better. I mean, we've only done it 2 days, like this Tuesday, so, and this video will go up tomorrow on Wednesday. And I feel like already it's like, an hour and a half that we're doing schooling, that, and then the kids like get the rest of the day to go play or whatever, and they're helping me with chores. Like it doesn't need to be, you don't need to be sitting like sitting at a table at your kitchen table for like, 6 hours or whatever. So we'll see how this goes. So anyway, I just want to give you guys a bit of an update, and I hope you all are doing well. I hope everyone's handling Corona. I mean, I honestly think we had it last November, but so far we've done well. Our family stayed healthy. We've done our best to lay low. Like when we came back from Missouri, we really didn't go anywhere for a couple weeks because we were trying to lay low. We do have one camping trip coming up over Labor Day, and then we are going to be, after that, I don't know. We might do something else this fall if things, improve. But of course, I hear lots of rumors that there might be another stay-at-home order. So we're kind of just preparing for that. And I kind of want to like save as much money as I can, so that my hope and prayer is that by the end of this year, we're going to have all our credit card debt paid off, have our extra house debt paid off to where all we have is the house and like a couple, like we have a tractor payment and a car payment. And they're pretty reasonable. They're not like, $500 or something. They're like a couple hundred. So my hope is like by next summer, we can maybe do like a fun camping trip. I would love to go like meet my family at Mount Rushmore again, because that was a lot of fun. And there's a really cool KOA there that has like all sorts of things for all the things for all the kids that you want to do, like horseback riding, water slides, pool, all that stuff. And so that would be really fun to do next year. So anyway, I will get off here because I've talked your ear off. I hope you all are doing well, and let me know below like what you guys are planning on doing for school this year, because and how I can help, or if you have any if you are homeschoolers and you have any idea like what you want to do, like what or if you have like any tips for a new homeschool mom, that'd be great. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.